5 years ago, I began to endure what would become one of the most tumultuous seasons of my life. And I remember laying in bed feeling an array of emotions: bitterness, regret, anguish, disappointment. And out of nowhere, God whispered in my ear, "You won't remember what the pain felt like." And in my mind, I was instantly confused and upset. What do you mean I won't remember what the pain felt like? Do you not see me laying in this bed, crying, pillow soaked in tears, and you're telling me I won't remember what the pain felt like? But at this very moment, I'm having such a cathartic experience, because although I'm not quite where I'm going, I'm far from where I used to be, because God gave me peace. And it gets me emotional when I think about it, because God stood on his promise. God stood on the promise he made me. Because what he was saying at that moment when he whispered in my ear is that after this storm is over, I'm going to exalt you so high that you won't remember what the pain felt like. You may know what it means to be betrayed, but you won't remember what it felt like to be betrayed by the very family and friends who you were loyal to, because I'm going to give you the right connections. You may know what it means to be heartbroken, but you won't remember what it felt like to be heartbroken from love's past, because I'm going to give you a man that loves you so hard, flaws and all. And the only reason I don't have an emotional connection to the very storm that brought me to my knees is because I got out of my feelings and surrendered to the call over my life. I heard a message one day that said, "You can seek after things but miss God. But if you seek after God, things will come, because when you get God, you get everything you need." And I had to learn that. My new empowerment CD, Girl, Get Out of Your Feelings, was birthed out of what it was I had to tell myself if I wanted to get out of my season that I was in. It's a true and sincere revelation of how I got to my next level. An authentic account of how women can win in warfare, life, relationships, friendships, and even leadership. I instruct you in this CD to focus on your 180. Focus on the 180 degrees of change and progress you've made. I help women to understand how our tongues have shut more doors than it has opened. So learn how to silence yourself in this season. And I encourage you to stop focusing on finding the right man so that you can focus on becoming the right woman. I give you a step-by-step guide on how to win in this season. No vision board or New Year's resolution will give you what you need in this season and at this moment, but this compilation will. Ephesians 6 tells us to put on the whole armor of God, so that ye may be able to stand up against the wiles of the devil. If you want to start producing greatness in this season, you must get out of your feelings and get into God. There is no other life to live than the one that's pleasing to him.